Good afternoon, everybody. A little bit of cloud cover still over the area. Here's Victoria, here's Edna, Port Lavaca. You can see how it's thinning out, and you'll see a little break in the cloud cover certainly by tonight. All of this is pulling away. This is part of all that tropical moisture that blew in from the Pacific Ocean. You can see the streams that are still a little bit heavier going across deep South Texas, where they're getting some heavier rain right off the Gulf there. But by and large, most of the state will be clearing out. Here's the total rainfall. When you see the dark greens here, you can see that we've got about an inch in most areas, which was good because it was not a heavy rain that caused any kind of flooding or downpour. A little bit heavier activity up in Houston and also down south. That's over the last 12 hours. So now we're going to go to the next 12 hours. So we're going into the future, and notice how a future tracker has the clouds thinning out, everything pulling out into the Gulf of Mexico and continuing northeast. In fact, the people that are really going to get the heaviest activity will be along the Gulf Coast over there in Florida. So we then are waiting for another cool, dry front. If you liked last weekend, you're really going to like this coming weekend. It's going to be pretty much the same. You can almost see the little front coming in on Friday. Well, let's see, yeah, Friday night it'll be through here. So we've got a warm day ahead of it and then cooler days behind it. Very pleasant weather should be around for the weekend. Looking at tonight's lows, getting down to 65, so not particularly cool yet because this is still warm and humid air, but it's a little bit drier up in West Texas, and that's what we're going to be looking at down here. As a matter of fact, we'll be in the 50s over the weekend. The only thing is that tonight, with all the moisture in the air and on the ground, we're probably going to see some pretty widespread fog tomorrow morning. I don't know, if you're doing long haul driving or just trying to get across the street, you may have to deal with some foggy areas. We'll get up into the 80s tomorrow with the sunshine. We take a look at the remnants of Lydia. Lydia's right here. Came into not far south of Guadalajara. It came in, fell apart, and all that streaming moisture is what's moving northbound and moving away from our area. So very little chance that we'll get any additional significant rainfall out of it, just a little cloud cover or two. They're the two systems that are now headed to Florida. They're going to get the big stuff. Now for us, we're watching here, big deep storm developing in the Rockies, another one of those winter storms bringing snow to the higher elevations. And then the frontal system comes in probably Friday night. By Saturday morning, we'll feel a brisk north wind blowing through the area, clearing things out. Perfect timing for observing the eclipse. Now here in yellow, you see the states that will be able to see the eclipse, assuming the weather's good. And in this green band, you'll see where they get the maximum view. And you notice it comes right over our house. So we will be sitting pretty. People in the other sides of the world are going to be jealous because they're not going to get to see the same eclipse that we get. If you get a chance to go fishing, just remember that your morning sunrise is at 7:27. Sundown is at 7 o'clock. Light rain overnight, early in the morning possibly, and then clearing up very nicely, getting up to the mid-80s. Again, clearing skies in the morning and then better sunshine. And then the little front comes in Friday night for a beautiful Saturday, Sunday with lows in the 50s and highs barely 80 degrees. That's your 7-day forecast. Reminding everybody we do have a QR code. Love for you to scan that and